Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Come on, set. 18 Gator.
Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. He's jumping.
Ready.
On first down, Benjamin. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Here we go, set. 60 outlaw.
All day, every day, any day.
They'll run on first down. Dupree, he's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Buccaneers 7, Steelers 0. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This one fielded at the 5. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Excellent field position after the face mask penalty. 1st and 10 out near midfield. From the gun, Fields. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Now a play fake here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Devin White coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. And to give this time to the tailback. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw. Fields. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of...
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. From 8 yards out, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to drop those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On the ready.
At the 50-yard line.
50. Watch the backer. Jim.
61. Matchbox right.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Come on, QB, come on. Check 37, check 37.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
That's what I'm talking about.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. Down the numbers. There he goes. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
It's a free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
This one fielded at the 5. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Operating from the gun, Fields. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's second down. Pretty fortunate there. The interception that ended the last drive, and then, boom, the first pass here almost picked on this drive.
Yeah, I think you could definitely call him the question his decision-making here in the first half.
Certainly not the best of decisions there. Lucky that one wasn't picked. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Fields. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here.
At their own 15-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Got it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
General West. Hey, team 6. Team 6. Shoot.
He'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
The first down. Intended for number 89. Incomplete.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Get it.
They're going to look to throw. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The end result, 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Fields. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
He's not exactly had a banner start to this game. We're still in the first quarter. He's already thrown an interception, and that should have been the second one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off play action. Fields. Now that's caught. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Here we go.
They come out here in the eye. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal.
Crunch. Under crunch. Under crunch. Under crunch. Switch, switch, switch.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point splits the uprights, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. this game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Oh, he's got some breathing room. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
Now, the good thing for you, partner, is you're not as old as I am, okay? So back when the dinosaurs roamed the earth, the right side of an offensive line was almost always your power side. Your bigger, stronger, physical guys. But on this play, they tossed it right and looked like it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, but that's not the case so much anymore, you're saying, with the bigger guys? And
not necessarily.
You find the best guys, plug them in on your O-line.
Right. As a general rule now, you're a lot more balanced on your offensive line. It might still lean towards your best pass blocker on the left side,
sure,
but not necessarily all the time.
Greystone, travel.
On second down, Dupree, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
60 Pittsburgh. Come to my work. We won.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Ray. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
To throw on 2nd down. Fields. And that's complete to Adams. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 25-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Looking to throw. Fields. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Hey, check 24, check 24.
They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Back to throw. Fields. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. From 6 yards away, as his guys are back within a single score.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy, because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Extra point right down the middle. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 30-yard line.
Down.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Throwing right, and that's complete. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a 1st.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Here's 2nd and 8. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 41-yard line. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Ready, ready. 10 2 4.
On 2nd down now. Benjamin, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Young Trent is here, baby. Young Trent is here.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Come get some.
They'll set up to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Sanders' kick is good, and that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's go.
To throw again. Fields. And that is incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster the target once again. And it's 3rd down. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
On 3rd down, Fields. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. 30, past the 20. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 59 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another 1st down run right there.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And again this time to the tailback. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Walk tight, walk tight. Tight end rock, tight end rock.
2nd and 4. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, they're really...
He rifles one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Off the play fake. Fields. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing, because the reaction to those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one.
Ready, break. Check, 55 to Mike. We own them. We now.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Running right, here's Walker. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Throwing on first down, Fields. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Looking to throw. Fields. And that's incomplete. Devin White, the rookie out of LSU, there to bat that one away.
Sometimes it looks pretty simple, batting the ball away, but oftentimes there's some pretty good teaching and practice that goes into it. Being able to get to the receiver, not interfere, and get his hands through the football and knock it away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Fields. Finds a man with a crossing route. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 34-yard line. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 21. He's at the 30, the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Touchdown, baby.
Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just...
And now here's another interception. Derwin James with a pick. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Down at the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Go now.
At the
15,
Steelers' 35-yard line.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me something.
Big grip, big grip.
On 2nd down, Benjamin. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 29.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with a draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Get it.
They'll look to throw here. That's complete. It's Collins. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside. Not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the 1st. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal. At the
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Side.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Coverage was excellent downfield. I think he was more throwing that football away than anything else.
Yeah, absolutely, because everywhere you looked, they were covered.
Sometimes it's better to go ahead and be convinced that there's no place to fit in the football than to go ahead and force it and turn it into a bad play.
Sanders' kick is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Keep playing
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 39-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10.
Double up. He's coming, double up.
Back to throw. Fields under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Looking to throw. Fields. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Incomplete. Intended for Juju Smith-Schuster. Brings up third down and 17.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Here we go, here we go.
Throwing on third and long. Fields over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. They'll try and run for it. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
23 yards on the play.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask, 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Benjamin. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That really sets them back. A loss of 6. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. They'll drop the throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Lorenzo Carter in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. The kick by Sanders is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went
and my goodness, another interception. Now loose football. The ball comes out, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 22 yards there, a first down. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Let's go now. 90 Wolf.
You can't block me.
At the Steelers' 39.
Now back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Collins.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. So out comes the field goal team once more. This to make it a 3-score game late. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game. And that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They're running it.
Operating from the gun. Fields. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. From the gun, Fields. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Derwin James with a pick. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. On first down, Dupree. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 7 yards there and a first down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. And pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with, has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
Ready. 30 base.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Get it.
Looking to throw. Rolling to his right. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Fields. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him. One of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James, a sack from his safety position.
And sure, you hate the end result being a sack, but my question is, why are you going play action on 3rd and long anyway? No defense is going to respect the run in that situation. They're headed straight for the quarterback.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Throw left side complete. That's Ray. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Back to throw. Fields. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are back within a single score. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well, and they may have run into him after the kick went away. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And the Bucs are on this one. And that should just about do it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being